If your cruise is stopping in Puerto Quetzal, Guatemala, don't book anything yet. We're going to tell you what we did, what surprised us, and what we didn't do.
So we're Sunshine Vagabonds. We're a retired couple trying to travel the world as much as we can while we can. And today we check out Puerto Quetzal, the 5th stop on our Panama Canal cruise.
Before we do that, let's talk about what we didn't do. That was Antigua. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Everybody wanted to go there. And unfortunately, by the time we booked our cruise, there were no spots left on the tours to Antigua. So we had to scramble to find something else. And as it turns out, probably wasn't a bad thing, because what happened to all the people that went to Antigua on our tour?
Yeah, they were at least 2 hours late getting back to the ship.
All right, so the actual tour that we did do, and we kind of scrambled to find this, and we weren't expecting much, to be honest, was explore Puerto Iztapa and Fishing Village. And honestly, we did it because it was short and we knew we didn't have much time in Guatemala on this trip, and we didn't know what to expect.
Right. So it was a tour through Shore Excursions Group, highly rated. It was about $64. So when we got there to the excursion desk, I guess that's when we found out we were going with Gus. We got little stickers that said, "Go with Gus." That little excursion area where the excursion desk was really cute. It had a lot of different tables that you could visit. They had some freebies, like this was one of the freebies, a bracelet, which I haven't even opened to put on yet. And when we got to the table, we got this cute little parrot pin, which we were wearing with our Go With Gus sticker. I thought it was really cute, and you could possibly make a little earring out of it or something.
Yes, once I pierce my ears, I'm going to do that. We had a little mix-up because we had to go shopping. They told us to go kill a few minutes shopping, and apparently we killed a few 2 minutes, and they forgot we were there, and they kind of left without us. But you want to show them what the amazing thing you got shopping?
Yeah, so it's a huge shopping area, and it's very colorful, very bright. It's gonna like pull you in immediately. So be careful as you're wandering through there. Like I did, I was just like jumping from place to place. But so they make these little local, they're called worry dolls. And this is one that I got for a friend that she's holding a little baby, and you can just like put her on a Christmas tree or, whatever you want to do with her.
All right, so we got that worry doll, but we missed our tour, which was kind of awesome. But it gave us time to review the port a little bit, and you called the emergency number on Shore Excursion Group, and they were incredibly responsive, and it was an absolutely totally understandable, honest mistake. And we love the way they responded.
Actually worked out really, really well. So
what we ended up getting was, instead of a 3-hour small group tour with about 20 people, we had a tour with just the 2 of us. The tour was a great way to literally and figuratively get a taste of Guatemala. So why don't you tell them what we literally tasted?
Literally. Okay, we stopped at a local's house where she has just basically mango trees in her yard, but she brings out her little table and she sells the mangoes, and all the locals will stop by and buy mangoes from her. So it was really interesting because I never knew that there was an appropriate way to eat a mango. And they taught us exactly how to eat it, and it was pretty cool.
And you thought it was pretty darn good.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Kind of cool that it was just picked from the tree, handed to us.
But the tour company did make sure they had water, and they washed the mango off with water because you don't peel it or anything before you put it in your mouth. So they take care of all that. Oh, and it was really interesting. They had water in bags. I thought that was really interesting.
Right, so the second spot, another woman that we saw, that we got another taste.
Right. She makes her own tortillas, and she's the same way. It's at her house, pulls out her table, but she's got a griddle. She makes them. People come up, they buy a bunch of tortillas from her. Like some people buy a lot of tortillas at a time.
She said someday she makes 5,000 tortillas.
And she's so happy, and I guess when you're working from your house outside and it's beautiful, it's a good way to be happy.
There were kids running around. There were animals running
Chickens.
around, chickens. Right?
Yeah, yeah. So she was super excited because she just got her tortilla iron, I guess what you call it. It's kind of reminded me of a waffle iron. So she was able to flatten those things really, really quick now, which was very helpful for her.
She was good at it, but I mean, I think I was better.
Yeah. How long did it take you to press out that dough?
Yeah, maybe not better. But we did get to make our own tortillas and then eat them afterwards. Two nice treats, I thought, right there. Both women seemed like they worked super hard and they were running a household while they were doing this. But again, it was a nice way to get a flavor for the way those people lived. How about the way some of the men lived? We went to that fishing village.
Right. So the men are up super early out on little boats. The wharf area was covered in different types of fresh seafood. It looked amazing. Like I just wanted to buy a lot and go home and cook it.
Yeah, all kinds of shellfish, some that I never saw before.
Yeah, they had a bunch of different kinds of seafoods. Yeah. Yeah.
And the fishermen were right there and they were selling their wares.
They were tired.
Right. And apparently they fished like the crack of dawn and we were still there in the afternoon still selling their stuff.
And it was interesting at that wharf area there were these giant boats behind them and they were all shark catching boats.
Oh.
Shark catching?
Shark avoiding? Catching sounds good.
Yeah.
And those were all men at that spot. And there was also an adorable pelican, one of the prettiest pelican looking birds I've ever seen. But then we also crossed the bridge and stopped and watched some folks check in their lines, one guy pulling up crab traps, another guy throwing a seine net. So all of these people in this village, in this area, seem to live off of the water and the land that they live on, which was neat.
Yeah, it's very neat. Like I think we actually even mentioned that to each other, how, if something happened, us in the States, we'd be lost, and they know how to do everything, just living off the land and the water. Like it's amazing.
Right. All right. Then we went to the city of Iztapa, or the village. It was a small town, I guess. And we learned about some of the local trees there, and we saw some animals in the trees. It was cute. The one thing that I thought was the most unusual there were no tourists.
Yeah, it was very quiet.
Right. It was just us. So it's not a tourist town. If you do this tour, you're seeing real Guatemala, not a place with a bunch of gift shops and...
Yeah, well, it's probably because everybody was in Antigua.
Right. We did one thing that I thought was really interesting. Do you remember what they were selling outside that general store?
Chickens.
Tons and tons of little
babies.
Chickens. Yes.
Yeah, baby chicks.
Right. Which you don't usually see when you're walking down the streets of Orlando or Miami or any of the cities near us. Iztapa was cute, pretty, but nothing spectacular. Again, it was neat to see the way people lived there. And our final stop was a visit to the local beach. And Guatemala's got like 350 miles of Pacific coastline. And this was a black sand beach. The beach was beautiful. The water looked pretty, but there was a lot of trash as you walked up. And then right across the street, I guess, is it right to say it was a cute cemetery?
Yeah, I don't think that's the right word. It was a serene, peaceful cemetery because it was right across from the ocean.
Yes, but it was cute because it had a lot of colors. I don't know. Cute doesn't go with cemetery.
No.
Vibrant doesn't go with cemetery either, does it?
No.
It was a cemetery. It was serene. It was colorful. But it had trash all over it too. So most of our trip, we didn't see trash, but this area near the ocean and near the cemetery, there was a lot of trash. That was a little bit of a bummer. All right, so that wrapped up our tour. We did it in less than 3 hours because it was just the two of us. Dari, our tour guide, was awesome. Her driver was super flexible and did a great job getting us to different places and getting us there safely. It was really a good tour,
yeah,
I thought.
She was, like you said, she was great.
So would you recommend this tour?
Yeah, if you're looking for something to do where you want to get immersed in a place, I think this was a good choice.
Yes. Perfect for me, not perfect for everybody. But if you want to see the way people in Guatemala live and see where they live and see real places, not tourist places, it's a great way to do all that. And if you do it, Shore Excursions Group, go with Gus. And if you can, request Dari, D-A-R-Y. She was awesome. We'll put her contact info in the description below. And we're not done yet.
I was going to say, there's more to this.
Right. We promised some bonus content.
Yes. The shopping area, like I said, was big, colorful, vibrant. Lots of there was like local music in there. There was also a cute little restaurant right on the water we stopped at and had a local beer.
It's called the Pirate Bar.
The Pirate
Arg.
Bar.
Is that what does a pirate say? Arg.
Arg. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice place.
And we walked along the waterfront. Couldn't go real far, maybe a quarter of a mile or so, but we saw some cool animals as we did that. It was pretty, a great view of the ship. And there were some cool things on sale other than your worry doll.
I like my worry doll.
But yeah, anyway, nice place to walk around. The music was cool. They had a jade museum there, which we walked through. And we learned a little bit about jade.
Right. So what's so big about jade there?
I have no idea.
Well, from what I remember, I believe it was mined in Guatemala, and it has some sort of ancient root or connection to the Mayans and like that whole culture.
Yeah, that makes sense based on what we saw inside. All right, so they had a jade museum. They had coffee tasting. They had chocolate tasting. It was just nice. They tried hard. It's a tiny little port area. They tried hard to give you things to do, and the people selling their wares were friendly. Even if you go to Puerto Quetzal in Guatemala and you don't want to do an excursion, hang out at the port area and enjoy it for an hour, have something to eat or something to drink,
right,
and soak in a little bit of the culture.
We did see quite a few people that were just hanging out there and didn't do any kind of a tour. I guess, because of time, but...
Yeah. And celebrity, give us more than 7 hours next time we go to Guatemala, okay? A pretty cool country.
Okay. I do think that part of the problem while we were there, so you might need to check, but was that there was tons of construction happening on the way to Antigua. So perhaps when you go, it won't be quite as challenging to get to it.
That's true. But they still...
7 hours would be...
Especially if you've got
we need more than 7 hours.
A long ride to Antigua. So here's some trivia for you. You said Antigua and Antigua
I know, because
interchangeably.
I'm not sure which one it is.
It is Antigua.
Antigua.
Yes. Antigua, spelled the same exact way in the Caribbean, does not pronounce the "wa" at the end. They're Antigua.
Oh, that's pretty known.
It's Antigua.
Good to know fact.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a fact. That's just what somebody told me, but that's what I'm going with. They seemed smart.
So that's it for our talk on Puerto Quetzal, Guatemala.
If you enjoyed this video or found anything useful at all in it, do us a favor and hit that like button and then subscribe as well. Thank you.
Thanks. Ciao.
Ciao.